Yo, right here, right over here in the small box, right here. Welcome back to Single City Reactions, only on the FlexiMind Network. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the video. So, quick little update. I'm looking to start a Discord server for anybody that's interested to join the channel. If you want to drop me a couple YouTube videos to react to do some reactions. Podcast topics, if you guys are curious about my podcast that I have with my friends. Anything in between that, because I want to make sure I reach out to the community that I'm building here on YouTube so we can actually do something. I have giveaways, prizes, all that shit, but like, we got to build a community first. So now that I'm seeing people comment, seeing people like, seeing people view and watch and subscribe, now that I'm seeing that, now we can start to build a proper community so we can actually, like, you know, get the topics that a lot of people kind of miss, watch reactions, shout out YouTubers all across this platform, because everybody needs a little shout out, right? So like, it's basically like the kind of tool that I want to use to help others. In turn, it helps myself in a way, right? So I'm just want to put that out there first. Now, for today's video, it's actually about the BET Hip Hop Awards that apparently nobody knew about. Because me personally, I did not see any advertisements or anything for this at all whatsoever. Not even on Instagram. No like little like ads on it at all. So I want to get to the point and the root of this whole debacle, because apparently it's not important anymore based on the Joe Budden Podcast like standards. And to be fair, I know a lot of people hate Joe. I know. Don't worry. I'm well aware. A lot of the times I don't agree with him on some takes, but it's important to hear other people's opinions so you can come to your own conclusion, right? People that search and look for information, sometimes you got to watch channels that you don't necessarily want to watch because they might have facts and points that you could never get to that they would. And it's good to watch it. It's healthy, you know, because like consuming things that you like all the time, it not only gets boring, it keeps you in a bubble and a mental state where it's like, yeah, these things that I watch and everything else, yeah, I like this. These are good. No. You want to be able to draw conclusions for yourself, so you have to watch the good, the bad, and the ugly. Right? That's how it works when it comes to like it's like problem solving almost. So I don't want to waste too much time. I know I'm talkative because of my podcast. Let's just get into this for now. Let's get into this video. Let's see what they think about the BET Hip Hop Awards. Because I saw clips of it, and I didn't like what I see, basically.
So the BET Hip Hop Awards filmed at Dre's.
In Vegas.
Somewhere they shouldn't have shot.
Fucking nightclub.
Yeah.
Somewhere they shouldn't have shot. At a nightclub in Vegas. Nobody knew that the BET Hip Hop Awards was even airing.
I had no idea. Zero problem.
I only knew because Jay Wan kept coming in here saying he did the freestyle, which means that this is probably a week, 2 weeks away. But I got home. That was after we taped.
It was that night.
And I cut it on and quickly cut it off. So I don't have much to say. Yeah, sports been too lit.
Yeah.
Sports been way too lit. Shout out to the Yankees for losing that incredible game last night. Boy, have we been spoiled with Mariano Rivera as a closer for 20 plus years. Boy, have we been spoiled. I ain't gonna kill that Weaver dude because he did his best. He ain't been doing the worst. But god damn, that was a great game that we lost. But the Hip Hop Awards, I cut it on, and them niggas was in a club.
Yeah.
Well, I cut it on, right? It was towards the end of the show, and you know, usually with these shows, as soon as they go off, they replay it again.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what? Now I want to watch this whole shit because it didn't come right back on.
Why would it?
They put that Impact show on.
Smart. When the garbage man pass your house and you miss it, you don't circle back. You just got to catch him on the Thursday now when the next time he comes.
So it came back on at 11 though. So I sat and watched the whole shit, and the first thing I'm noticing, I'm like, all right. Usually they'll say with performances by or appearances by. That list was short. You know, usually they run down a whole list. It was quick. I'm like, damn, that's it. All right, cool. It's in a club. Very first thought, oh, this shit look cheap. Initially, and I'm not.
Okay. From what I saw, when it was Juicy J and 2 Chainz with their performance, when I saw the girls with the bottle lights, I got confused as shit because I'm like, are you guys in a club? Are you guys like celebrating like BET hip hop in a club? And I'm looking at all the people in the crowd of all the people that they could show at the time. I'm just like, this looks kind of ratchet. Like, this is one thing for us, like for the BET Awards when it was like when they had Sexy Red close to one of the pastors, and then she got up and dancing, and the pastor's looking at her like, oh Lord Jesus, Lord have mercy, oh Lord, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, there's something wrong here, and it's the BET Awards, Hip Hop Awards, anything, it's been on a heavy decline, and you guys notice like as like we get into like every year, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, even 2025, like popular music in general for black culture, hip-hop, rap, it doesn't matter, it's been on a decline. I don't think people's really noticed that. And we already know it's a problem because, like, look at the artists that continue to come out, right? Now, I remember a couple reactions ago when we were talking about TikTok and the deal with UMG. If that's really true, that means for the next couple years we're gonna have a lot of garbage ass artists putting out mid to low tier tracks. So you're probably gonna see the BET Awards be in a club like this one, Dre's or whatever. Clubs like that in Las Vegas where it's supposed to be in theater venues that they would have to rent out for the time, and then, you know, get the practice in, everything else like that, you know, for all the performances, right? Because the BET Awards, BET Hip Hop Awards, it's a big thing. It was a big thing because of all the A tier, S tier artists that are out there. They will come represent their labels and make an award show out of it, right? Best new hip-hop artist, male hip-hop artist, best new female hip-hop artist, hottest single of the year, like categories like that, right? So to see what I saw from the clips that I saw on YouTube, I'm just like, something is wrong, and I think we're going to lose the BET Hip-Hop Awards because it doesn't make sense to continue this knowing that it's not working. So there's probably two options that they could do. It's either A, they get rid of it completely, which they probably won't because you can't get rid of hip-hop like that. And that leads me into option 2, and option 2 is where they would probably have to blend the regular BET Awards with the hip-hop awards, meaning that they'd have to cut out awards, or they're going to have to make the BET Awards probably like 4 hours, which is not realistic because BET was like one of the award shows around 3 hours one time, where it was all performances and no host. That's what it was like, and it didn't turn out well. So it's going to be tough to figure that situation out, but based on what I'm seeing already, it's not looking good personally.
You know,
cheaper than normal.
Way cheaper
Because
than normal.
normally it's in Atlanta.
Normally it's in Atlanta.
And it's at some type of a theater venue.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Where there's even a crowd. Wow, because they announced Fat Joe as the host. He comes out, he does his verse to Make It Rain. He's rapping. Usually, they're showing the celebs in the crowd. Ain't none.
No celeb. Yeah, that was another thing.
Outside of the cast from Impact, Atlanta, I saw E40 and Too Short. And that was about it.
That's weird.
In the crowd.
Wow.
Or in the club, excuse me. It's bottle service. It's a club. So I'm like, what the fuck is this? It's bad off the rip. First performance.
Word. They should have.
Nah, see the thing about hookah, especially for remember this is an award show. You gotta have some sort of class when you have that, right? So for them to say they should have hookah to kind of keep the club aesthetic, realistically, it would not look good at all. It would actually look very bad on them. And on top of that, you gotta remember, like, you're having a whole ass reward show with all that hookah, all that smoke, all that smog. What about fire regulations? You know, like a detector could go off, possibly. I'm not saying they would. That would be a lot of hookah, though. So the possibility of, like, the smoke detectors going off and raining literally on the BET Hip Hop Awards like that, problem. Anyway.
This was a bad look on television.
This halfway through the show, I was like, damn, I want to come in and just apologize to hip hop for this.
Damn.
Like, hip hop didn't deserve that. This is how bad this show was. Normally, y'all know we always try to give some.
It's not that it's bad, it's that it was embarrassing because you guys are coming off of 50 years of hip hop. 50 years of hip hop, and this is the result that we have. It's almost as if there's no money in hip hop. There's more money in advertisements, commercials, brand deals. Of course, there is more money in it, but like the fact that there's no money in rap music to where it gets to this point, that's a problem. And I don't think people are really paying attention to this because they're just vibing to music. Like, the state of the culture, the state of music, we have a big problem on our hands. Like, I don't think people realize this.
Some type of grace. Yeah. We might know the producer. I don't care who. This should have never aired.
I didn't check the credits, but I don't know if this was a Jesse Collins production.
I don't think so.
This should look like a Tyler Perry production.
I'm going to give a little bit of grace because of J1 and some of the other new acts where this is still an important
shining the light on them. Even that, no ciphers. They had a Nissan car with a mic hooked up.
The BET Awards with no ciphers is weird to me. And I didn't even stop to think about, is there a cipher this year? That's a problem in itself already.
In the car.
And the tagline written in the back to let you know that
this is not good. Just letting you know, not good.
Rap, sans J1.
J1 gets in there.
Was somebody else up there.
T.I.'s other son, Darmani.
Yes.
Was the only two I saw.
Yeah, I ain't watching no niggas. They said them niggas was in Amani's ultimate rapping.
Oh, shit. Wow.
That's what they said.
They were. It was the same color.
J1 did his best to do what he needed to do, but this is not a cipher.
Bro, they didn't even show the whole, like, he rapped a couple bars and it went to commercial. You didn't even get the full verse.
Well, later I got some insight as to why DJ Premier no longer does the ciphers either. I was like, well, yeah, that makes some sense. Money
issues?
Man, I can't tell you, but
this just was bad. Like
everything about it was bad. Yes. I commend Travis Scott for showing up to the event.
That's why they gave him the award.
I commend Travis Scott for showing up to the event. And
I'm gonna keep it a band with y'all, and I don't know if you guys really watched it or anything like that, but like to see Travis Scott at the BET Hip Hop Awards, it looked as if he didn't like. He shouldn't be there or he didn't belong because something was off. Because when you think about it, his hottest song right now, which is unfortunately Fiend, currently, like hottest track right now, I wouldn't even label Fiend as a hip hop track all the way. That's more rage music than actual hip hop and rap. So to see him get up on that stage and accept the award from, I don't know why Tyler was holding that award, mind you, even though she said she couldn't hold the thing in the last BET Awards. Anyway, something was off. It didn't feel right, you know?
And that's what I have for you in terms of this. Y'all should cancel this.
Who were some of the performers?
I hate the fact. All right, performers. Fat Joe, like I said, he performed when he was introduced as the host. Boss Man D-Lo did 2 full songs. Full. Juicy J and 2 Chainz. 310 Baby apparently has a viral TikTok song that people knew. Trina, who brought out Carisha with her. Soulja Boy and Roscoe Dash. E40, and then Big Boogie, who brought out Glorilla, who is a feature on one of his records. He didn't even do none of her songs. Even I promise you, even the performances. Go ahead, Cook.
I hate the fact that our people, BET is supposed to be something for our people, black people, and we can't even maintain proper production. I hate that. We watch all these other...
Because we've gotten lazy over the years. BET, black community, black culture, all that. To maintain all these things, you have to put in the work in these things. And like I said before, year after year after year, it's been on a decline because of the amount of work and effort and work ethic that our artists and people in the industry have. There's a big problem, and if we don't work hard to like fix this issue, by you have to bring in more faces, because what is happening right now should never have been happening, period. And B, it's like you got to switch up who's the executives. You got to switch up the execs, you know? And I feel like also someone's got to buy BET away from whoever has ownership of it right now. I know Tyler Perry tried to do it, and unfortunately he never got it. But we need somebody to buy BET and put life into this. Bro, we all grew up on Channel 49, for Canadians at least. You know? But like, bro, this is Channel 49 we're talking about. Channel 49, the same way how Channel 25 is YTV, and Channel 45 is Teletoon, and Channel 51 is Family Channel. Channel 49 was BET. We gotta bring back that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring back the old days. Bring back the early 2000s when everything was hot. Every song we dropped, you can tell the work they put in, the ethic they had, the swagger they brought with it. It was a whole project. It was like, it's a package. Everything back in the day came out as a package. A single came out as a package. Let's go back to those days, man. Because what they're doing right now is not working. And I feel like they understand it, but they don't know what to do. The answer is clear. You gotta switch up everything about what's in the music industry right now to put hip-hop back on top. You celebrated 50 years of hip-hop, and there's nothing to show for it.
Shows and Grammys and all this other shit, and it's like, when you think about it or you hear stories, are y'all niggas pocketing the money, or do y'all even have the budget to do these things?
This don't look like there was no money in the pocket.
There's no money.
Embarrassment.
Ain't no budget.
Pack it up. Now, I held back from going in on BET because some of the people that work over there, but enough is enough. Enough is enough. Invest the money into proper things. So, like, it's just, the rollouts used to be different. Everything was different about the Hip Hop Awards.
Don't invest shit. Cancel it.
It's over?
At this point,
Cancel it, because the award shows, and that's why we talk about what the artists are doing now in terms of the DSP fights.
Got it.
In terms of we releasing on YouTube, we not really fucking with the DSPs right now. It's the artists saying today, enough of using me. The award shows are using the acts to be able to go and promote to their advertisers and bring back.
But that's how it's always been for award shows. You know, like, it doesn't matter what kind of award show it is. Whatever or whoever that act is being used by whoever owns that act to promote that act as a product for that owner to pick up deals from outside sources to gain more budget for their artists. That's how it works. And that's how it's always worked. Now, for artists to say, stop using me now, they're losing money because each artist that they have is a potential investment to make possible income and revenue from advertisers, like brands, people willing to invest. Like, that's how it works. So for artists to say no, and here's another thing for a lot of the artists. The artists are gonna say no, but what I don't think they understand is that a lot of these artists out there saying no, majority of them are not gonna get those brand deals. They're not gonna get that. They're not gonna get that brand on their back saying, "Yeah, we'll support you through thick and thin. We got you, no matter what." No, because if that artist messes up or screws up now, that's the brand will pull out. Basically, the brand will pull out of that deal. They'll either buy out, whatever, but they're going to pull out because the artist is not under the label anymore, they're not protected by the label. So meaning whatever they do outside in the world, if it's negative, you know, like, it's going to take a toll on you. You're going to lose what you built, right? So like, it's like a lose-lose situation almost. It's like literally like the whole industry is imploding on itself and we're letting it happen. That's a problem.
Whatever money they can. So while they should cancel it because they're not representing us properly any longer, they won't. because they making whatever money and they cutting all overhead and you rap in the car, you host for peanuts and fucking chicken tenders. Y'all perform for nothing. It's like enough now.
It's trash.
Bro, the performers, and I don't mean just Boss Man D-Lo, the performers, all of them were doing multiple songs. Fat Joe is up there just talking. No disrespect to him, but usually the host, they come out, say a little bit, might do a little monologue, couple jokes. He's just talking because we're buying time. There were no presenters.
Really?
They handed out one award, and that was Tiana and Tyler walked out to announce Travis Scott has won the I Am Hip Hop Award.
And I'll save y'all my commentary on
that. That was the only, everything else, like Fat Joe is Fat Joe is announcing, like, hey, we just want to shout out Kendrick Lamar has won 8 awards tonight. And he's holding one in his hand.
Wow.
No presenting.
That's an insult, bro.
This entire show was bad. I'm telling you, like, bad. At this point, absorb it into the regular BET Awards.
Give it back.
You don't even need to do separate awards if this is what we get.
Well, that's the thing. We never gonna absorb it into the real BET Awards because y'all take y'all little loss leader asses over there. We're not combining y'all with where the real money is made. We don't even want y'all to have an argument as to nothing that has to do with our real bottom line, which is the BET Awards. The BET Hip Hop Awards is just to service a niche little group over here and keep some type of cultural relevance to
Well, at this point, it's over. At this point, it is over.
There was some hot hip hop awards before.
There were classic moments.
Classic moments.
that was before.
But you need the participation from the artist to do that.
But
And BET, remember, was looking to sell, then they didn't sell, was looking to sell. When people are looking to sell, they looking to cut costs.
Yes.
Or somebody new was coming in to cut the costs. Why the fuck are we spending X amount of dollars over here? But it's like...
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what happened during that time because I'm pretty sure... I don't exactly remember who, but I think it was Tyler Perry trying to buy BET, and for whatever reason, he never got it. I don't understand, though, because, like... I'm not saying under Tyler Perry it would work, but at least it will bring back some, like... It'll bring some energy back into the BET Awards. That's the thing. And plus, like, Tyler Perry, he's a younger person than whoever currently owns it, because we know how this works. There's someone old at the top owning BET. If they're looking to sell, that means there's not really any money in BET left. Which is kind of interesting because how does BET Awards work now? Because usually, based on this is my own opinion. Like I said, please don't assume this is the opinion. But how I thought it worked was BET announces, or they go to different labels and say, we're going to host the BET Awards 2024, for example, this year. Do we have, not saying do we have, but like, is it possible for it to invest into this? I think that's how it works. Where different labels would invest into that, so BET would have the money to go and get whatever venue that is out there for them to host the award show, so they can put on a proper show for the culture, which is what I'm assuming personally. Like I said, because I feel like BET had money at the time, but it started to lose money. And if you notice the kind of faces that were at the BET Awards, you would notice that there are certain labels there. People, different artists, they might be scattered around in the crowd, but that label is represented there. This label is represented here. This label's here. That's why I said labels would invest into it, right? So, for artists to not be there means that BET didn't have the budget that it needed to get the venue that they wanted. So they hosted it in Vegas and got a club. Rented out a club. And usually maybe the way that club looked, it's going to be a high number. I'm not going to 50K, 50 to 100K for rentals to host. Possible. But those theater venues, easily 6 figures to 7 figures. Easily. So there's a problem. There's a big problem.
Yo, dog, that 1 year after the 50-year anniversary of hip hop,
talk about it,
was disgraceful.
Facts.
It was inexcusable.
Facts.
I saw nothing but complaints when I was looking around, and nobody knew that this shit was coming on. At this point, you're doing a disservice to the people that you're asking to be a part of something that they're really passionate about, and it's saddening. And it's saddening. I had to cut it off. I cut it off.
I was close to cutting it off, but I'm like, maybe I got a job to do.
I can't.
And I have a job to do.
Here too,
So I said, I gotta watch this shit.
I love this shit too much to watch it
This
be
hurt.
made a mockery of.
As much as I love hip hop, this shit really hurt. I was sitting there telling my girl, I'm like, man, this is bad. Like, this hurts, yo.
What was the response on social media?
We told you.
Most people say I didn't even know what was happening. That's
Right.
what I saw.
I didn't know what was happening until J1 said it, and I'm like, damn, it usually is a Tuesday, right around the 12th. I'm like, yeah, it is tonight.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I don't have nothing to say about it because it was just ass.
Zero silver lining. Terrible.
Whoever
No,
threw
I don't
this
have
event, y'all shouldn't do that again.
I don't have a silver lining.
Y'all shouldn't do that again. At all. I get it, you might be making too much coin to turn your back on it, but take a break. Do like, what's the Rock Nation Festival that went away?
The Rock Nation
the Rock
brunch?
No, not the brunch.
Made in America.
Made in
Oh,
America.
okay.
Made in America, we still don't know why, but every year they make an announcement to say, not now. I take that to mean bad time. Bad time for business and what we're trying to do and how we're trying to.
So instead of putting out a subpar project or a subpar product, I mean, we'll just.
I think that's how they get rid of hip hop music. Sorry, I'm just thinking in my head right now because think about it like this. We all know it's a decline going on right now, right? But I think the reason why it's like this is because of the amount of artists that they're putting out. All these different songs with all these area code babies, all these like gang member letters. You know, like, because there's so many artists and so many singles and so many people just putting out music that go viral. It's hard to manage that. So I feel like that's a part of their plan. I'm going to get into this in a podcast one day. But it's a part of their plan where it's like, look, if we want to get rid of this brand, get rid of this product, why don't we pump out so much for this product that the product can't control it and the product can't maintain it? So the product starts to lose interest in it because it's too difficult to manage all this quantity of this thing to make it work. If that makes sense to you, just drop a W in the comment. If not, that's fine. But it's a nasty plan. Because if you want to get rid of something, you'd have to feed it, almost overfeed it, so it implodes or explodes on itself. And then it's gone. I think the BET Awards in 2024 this year is the result of that. And that's a problem.
There was no part of this show where I'm like, okay, they bodied that, or they got that, or they did this. Even they did I want to call it a tribute to Rich Homie Quan. They had Type of Way playing with nobody on the stage.
That's nasty.
So they just played the
Rest in
song.
peace, Rich Homie Quan. It's a fucking
Play the
mess.
song.
The fuck?
It's a mess.
That's
It's a mess.
crazy.
Yo, hey, ain't a deep dive here, man. Y'all should stop that shit.
Yeah,
Then
please.
it was bad, and y'all should stop it. I ain't even about to rack my brain with trying to unpack how bad everything about the BET Hip Hop Awards was. It was bad.
Got it.
That's a shame.
Like, for a casual fan, fuck niggas that love it. For a casual fan, you watching this and like,
I was literally sitting there like,
I
Wait,
think the
I thought
Hollywood
it was a spoof.
I think the Hollywood Unlocked Awards look better than this.
I'm like, this is a joke. This is disrespectful to anybody who really, really loves hip hop.
The Guero, what's the Garo? What's the
Grio.
The Grio Awards
It's
look
just
better than it. The iHeart Awards. look
Children's
better.
Choice Awards, nigga.
Yeah, the Nickelodeon Awards look
Well, they
better
got
than
money.
this.
True.
They got a lot of
Thank
money.
you, man.
Nickelodeon.
My full camera now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this
It's disgusting.
this is
Nasty.
bad.
Pack it up.
Look, she's trying to get that Nickelodeon Awards check.
Can you see Mel on there? She wouldn't let us know like she did the Caribbean Awards. She just pop up, Melissa Ford. Hey guys, I hope they throw that green shit on you, man.
You come here talking about Caribbean. Got it. Got it,
The
girl.
way she pulled that off.
She's everything.
Yo,
She's
Mel.
every woman.
I watched the episodes before that, and you were like transitioning into your Black Caribbean side. I noticed you was dancing a little bit. I'm like, just to prepare
You know
for the
that I
Caribbean.
have always said that I am part Caribbean?
Yes, baby.
Forever and
Yes,
ever and ever.
Yes, you're right.
Yes, okay.
But you ain't telling none of us.
I missed that in 20 years.
Oh, okay.
25 years. I have not heard a word of
Barbados,
Mel's
you said.
Caribbean. I heard Canadian. I heard Titan ass.
I am. Yes.
Whoa! What?
Tight ass. Not,
No, tight
and,
in
well,
ass.
yeah, well, yeah.
It's all right.
But Canadian, yes.
He
I
mad.
never
Caribbean,
heard she's
yes.
Caribbean. I never heard that.
Yeah, I'm Bayesian. I'm
All
half
right, speak
Bayesian.
some shit.
What do you
Speak some shit.
what do you want me to say? You know they speak English in Barbados.
Who's they?
Bayesians.
Was that you?
They just have an accent.
Yes, they have an accent.
Why is it not we? Why is it not we?
Got her
Do
ass.
not get me.
And you travel a lot.
I
And you
don't
have,
live in Barbados.
You travel-
I never
you
have.
travel a lot, and you
I'm
have.
Caribbean, so
Hold
it
on.
should be what
We
you identify.
Okay, yes.
You
we.
travel a lot, and you have not been back to Barbados.
Okay, call me out on some shit that's triggering. Fuck.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Karen, she pulled out a victim word. We're moving on. It's triggering.
Yeah, strike one.
Being Caribbean is triggering. All right, moving right along. BET Hip Hop Awards. Please don't do that shit again. J1, absolutely love
Salute,
you.
bro.
Get out there,
Yeah, love
like
you.
my bro. Don't do that shit again. You're gonna hurt your brand. Actually, I'm done talking to BET Hip Hop Awards. J1 and other artists like J1. Don't hurt yourself going to do that shit. It ain't important no more. Don't even waste your money booking the Vegas flight to get out there and do all of that hootenanny.
I don't think he could have known though that the production value was going to be so low.
He didn't know. Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
So we speaking from this point on. Yep. This was my first time seeing that award show in a nightclub.
Yeah.
So if
That's supposed to be the first and last time you see that, because that is not supposed to happen. The culture has not fallen that far for this shit to look like this. And club culture is trash. Club culture is garbage. It's not even fun. People literally go there to intoxicate themselves. They don't go there to dance because all the dudes just be either standing on chairs throwing up gun fingers, or they walking around with a bottle trying to bag something. It's so tragic, bro. It's so tragic.
that's what we're doing now, value yourself enough to present yourself, especially this is the introduction for a lot of these people. Like BET Hip Hop Awards is for people that are typically in the introductory phase. You don't need that introduction. First impressions last a long way. We don't need it from them. We don't. And they tricking us with that BET, the B part. It's really wet. it's really wet. It's not bad.
Wet as far as the drug?
No, wet as far as
White entertainment TV.
Oh.
But shout out to the dust out there. White.
Shout to the dust, sorry.
Ooh.
Losing your bag today. I'm sorry. My
No,
fault.
white entertainment.
Got it.
I ain't never gonna shit on dust heads.
I know, my fault. My
Dust heads are coming out and build a computer.
They would, nigga. They come up to the attic without a ladder.
With the junk drawer shit.
Yeah, dust had to pop the hood in your trunk and get that engine right.
Man, these guys are crazy, man. I'm glad I watched this. I'm honestly glad I watched this.
Functional dust heads. Shout out to the functional cokeheads.
Oh yeah, that's a bunch of them.
Functional cokeheads is crazy. It's just so sad to see BET just fall like this, because this was the award. It's almost like BET Awards was like, I don't know, it had the same energy as 106 in Park. For people that knew 106 in Park, the BET Awards, BET Hip Hop Awards, people waited a year, be like, it's back, I want to see what it's like, to the point where it's like, it came on again? Are you serious? It's so sad to see, man. This was the shit, bro. This was the shit. No cap. Damn, man. All those moments, all those ciphers, all those awards given out mean almost nothing now. And we're to blame. Damn, man. Anyway, if you like this video, let me know in the comments. Comment down below what do you think about the BET Awards. Comment down below what do you think about the video in general. Give me your critique, feedback, all that. I'm I'm still looking to do that Discord. I might have to learn how to make a Discord server, or if anybody out there generous enough to make a Discord server and then, you know, hand me like the keys to it basically, so I can, you know, get started on everything. That'd be wonderful. Yeah, but let's get this thing going, you know. But this is another great reaction, another great video that we're watching today. Drop a like down below, like I said. Anyway, this is Single Seater Reactions on the Flexi Mind Network. Take care, be well, peace.